All that. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Toss Bad Tuesday with a little primer this week as we ran our Video Games 101 class on Shadowgate in anticipation of tonight's main event, our only event, Beyond Shadowgate. But good to see everybody. What's not with the big Ferris wheel? Huh? What kind of intro doesn't feature a giant Ferris wheel as you kind of fade out on that? Only the best ones do to bring that full circle. But good to see everybody. Thanks for being here. Being that we have been kind of live for the last hour, probably too many people to greet, but welcome in everybody. Thanks for being here. This is going to be a fun one tonight as we are playing Beyond Shadowgate, my first time ever playing this one on Let's Play with Brigands or otherwise. So there you go. But yeah, love the original Shadowgate, that intro, if you want to call it that. That got me pumped up. So good luck. Got the chat up. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Yeah, we've had requests of this one for a while. Glad to finally be playing it here. And let's make sure we are recording here. And let's do this. Beyond Shadowgate on Steam. All right, what's going on, everyone? From Zojoy. The developers of the original Shadowgate, 35 years have passed since Jer defeated the Warlock Lord in the caverns beneath the living castle Shadowgate. For many summers, the land of Cal Torlin prospered, and the events at Shadowgate began slipping from memory. It's always how it goes, isn't it? But evil is stirring, scheming to bring the world to ruin. Look at that. Graphics remind me of something from like 15 years ago that was retro-inspired. Gwynenthell, the shining jewel of Cal Torlin, has lost its king. Unrest and civil war have swept across the land. I assume that said. Amid the madness, a poor Fenling has been cast into her dreary dungeon, at the mercy of murderous prison guards. Something tells me that poor Fenling is us. But this is just the beginning of a journey that will push him to the edge of destruction and beyond. Hence the title. Beyond Shadowgate. Alright, so little context. Well, first, little housekeeping here. Gotta give a shout out. Friend of the channel. Big thanks to Saki for gifting me this game, making this possible. Very generous friend of the channel, so thank you so much. Before we get started here, this is the 2024 Beyond Shadowgate, not to be confused with the 1991 TurboGrafx Shadowgate. This is the one that's from the original developers and everything, years and years later after they left ICOM, but fantastic MacVenture, the first Shadowgate. Featured this on my sister channel, Video Games 101, as we did the NES version, which has the excellent music. Sounds a lot like this, actually. But yeah, actually really impressed now that I mention it, how they capture the vibe of that same soundtrack, that same tone. But let's get into it. This is my first time ever playing this. This will be interesting. We'll see what sort of quality of life improvements they have made since the first Shadowgate, roughly 40 years ago. You are a carefree Fenling named Del Thornburrow, who has a knack for accidentally acquiring things. Oh yeah, regular thief you McSteals. You've been accused, unjustly in your mind, of stealing a small trinket from the hand of the Duchess of Treyhelm. The Duke didn't seem to understand that you were merely safekeeping the bauble for the Duchess. Love that word, bauble. Against the riff-raff and lowlifes that are commonly found in the capital city of Gwynenthell. Unceremoniously dumped into this dark cell, you wonder at your fate, and at the horrible luck that deprived you of a fair trial. Hoarse from shouting and bored beyond the limits of even the most tolerant Fenling, you realize you might as well focus on escaping. Alright, that's awesome. Alright, so let's see, what's tab do? Ah, nice, all the hotkeys and everything, that's handy. Move, take, open, I love that. What's space do? A little map, that's pretty cool. Alright. Don't tell me they locked the door. The hulking figure of the guard approaches the door. Quiet if you know what's best, else I'll come in there and teach you some manners. A maniacal chuckle follows the proclamation, lending credence to his threat. That's annoying. We have a flint and a farthing in our possession here. What do we got in here? Can we open this crate? It won't open. Looking the dry straw over, you decide against lying down upon it. The straw is fit for nothing less than kindling for a bonfire, you say. Well, we got some flint, if nothing else. Judging by the scrape marks, you guess that this bench is not bolted to the floor. We move it? Oh, sorry, can we use it? Grunting with some effort, you push the heavy bench across the cell until it rests against the front of the door. Gonna like barricade this as we start a fire? That seems like a bad idea, but let's do it. With great expertise, you strike the flint against the straw, creating a small shower of sparks. Not our first use of a flint. Despite your effort, none take hold and the flame doesn't appear. You strike the flint, creating another shower of sparks that land upon the straw. You jump with glee as the straw slowly starts to burn. Should I save? This is a bad idea. Embers begin to appear as tiny flames arise from the straw. First death. Smelling the smoke, the guard comes rushing to the cell. You hear keys jangling as he releases the lock and pulls the door open. Oh, he tripped over the bench. That's awesome. In his haste to rip your head from your shoulders, he fails to notice the bench. You can't help but smile at the astonished look on his face before he takes a rather ungraceful dive and drops his key ring in the process. Is he okay? Is he like paralyzed now? As the game turns to a story of optimism, as he learns to walk again and everything, and we forget all about our character. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, that was easy. You loudly jump over the bench as you exit the cell. Realizing you are still in a dungeon, you stifle your excitement and keep your eyes open for danger. If you don't move the bench, the guard does rip your head off as promised. Knowing that the door to your cell is still open, you wonder if that guard could still be a threat. Do they want me to? So we can't turn around, I guess, in classic Shadowgate fashion. Can I close the door? You quickly close the cell door and smile as you hear the lock slide into place. That takes care of that brute, you think. An ephemeral creature appears before you. It speaks.
Tee-hee, look at you, Dell. What an interesting thing you are. I foresaw you rotting in that cell forever. And yet here you are, defying your fate.
Yeah, Dell's the man.
This could be such fun. I believe our journeys follow a similar path. So I will join you for now.
Danger lies ahead. Oh, nice. How do we call up this spirit for help? Oh, nice. Stay out of sight of the guards. Follow their patrol, but remain far behind. That's nice. Little built-in hint system in the form of a little spirit creature. That's pretty cool. Take a peek outside. Even standing on your toes, you can't see out the window. Okay, let's move ahead. Who's that? A hulking beast, a minotaur by the look of the horns, patrols the hallway mere feet in front of you. Yeah, let's save. We open this door. As you investigate the locked, notice it's stained. Your stomach gives a lurch, hoping the stain is not what you think it is. It's always what you think it is in a jail. Let's try using the keys on the door. Can we click on the... I always like that interface too. You just come down here to the little mini map. Hinges groan as the door slowly opens. Nice. Let's peek in here. No, hopefully I'll have more luck than this guy. A dried stain on the floor around the skeleton matches that of the door. Oh, wonder who this person was that suffered such a horrible fate. Did you get an axe in your belly? Is that what that is? A leather strap. Remnants of the strap from the skeleton. Ominous sound of steps can be only the Minotaur approaching. You decide stealth is your only chance for survival. As your mind races, your new friend pipes up.
Tee-hee, the eyes of the Reaper are upon you. Such fun! You have mere seconds before death takes you. Hide or you will die.
There's nowhere to hide. This guy doesn't even have a bench. Just close the door and hope for the best. The door shuts moments before the hideous face of the Minotaur appears beyond the bars. Well, now we're just trapped in here. Is it locked? Catches the faintest trace of your scent and stands firm just outside the doorway. You hear the heavy thud of footsteps echo in the distance as the Minotaur gives up and continues his patrol. Ooh. You snap the strap like a whip, hoping the Minotaur is into that sort of thing.
You survived again. Remember this, Del. You must act quickly when you sense the Reaper's gaze.
When it lights up all Spirit Halloween style. Some sort of display. Surely perish. Alright. I think I died faster in the original Shadowgate, so I'll take this. Oh yeah, I do see some blood there. Is he still waiting out here? If I were that Minotaur, I'd probably just hang out. He's just always kind of down there. Let's try the keys again. I'm just gonna assume everything's locked in here. Oh. Well, it worked last time. Let's try it again. I'm loving the hotkeys, by the way. C plus click, and I'm safe. Hey friend, are you alive? Cannot take it. Oh, sorry. S, speak.
Who are you, Fenling? It matters not. I'm Edward of the King's Guard, master of the artillery division. Moons ago we were escorting the king to the southern docks when we were ambushed by assassins. While many soldiers of the guard were killed, a few of us were imprisoned here to rot.
Ew. You can help me? No hope in combat against the Minotaur. Oh, great. A ranged weapon? Cradle and a small projectile. Thanks, friend. You lean forward and extend your fingers for it to grab the rope, trying to keep as far away from the malodorous prisoner as possible. Ah, poor guy. A rope and a leather. Do these go to, can we combine stuff in the inventory? Oh, yeah. Oh, I feel a death to the Philistines moment coming on here. This is great. Not sure if you should feel heroic or not, but... I like that the Minotaur, just keeps retreating one screen at a time as we raid every single jail cell on this block. With a smile, you gently turn the key in the lock, releasing the mechanism. Yeah, I figured he's coming. We might have a smaller window each time, but as long as I got hotkeys, I'm feeling alright. How you doing, man? Do you stink?
Listen, Fenling, go quickly from here lest we both be killed. Escape this dungeon. Tell the people that Joshua, the king's counsel, is unjustly imprisoned. It's been ages since our party was assaulted and the king captured.
So the king's here somewhere. Stone from the wall. Why don't you beat the chains with the stone? Alright, I'll take your rock. I think we all know where this is going, right? Death to the Philistine. Oh yeah, a loaded sling. Now you've got something useful. Time to find a target. That's what I like to hear. I like that safe sound, I don't know.
Well.
Alright, don't worry. I'm assuming I'll use this on that Minotaur. He's just putting out the vibes. He started chasing me. I don't blame him. Should I try talking to it? We just saved. Let's talk to him. Let's immediately regret that decision. A look of fury paints the beast's face as he takes notice of you. You didn't see me just now? He was too caught up in putting out the vibes. The hulking figure of the Minotaur fills the hall, his axe ready to strike. Alright, let's put this sling to the test. There is but a moment before he buries the blade in your body. You must act now. What do you want to use this on? As soon as you start twirling the sling, you feel a magical, with the C and a K, take over your body. Oh, I think I know where this is going. Death to the Philistine, you cry as you release the stone. Yes, I'm so happy. This is a successful Let's Play as far as I'm concerned. I just wanted to hear that line. Makes me so happy. With a sharp crack, the stone connects with the Minotaur's forehead, toppling him instantly. Elated, you resolve to never admit the shot was sheer luck. Yeah, next time I'm in a tavern after this, I never miss. Alright, Dell never misses. Or explain why he randomly called a 7-foot half-man, half-bull a Philistine. I love that they instantly reference the original. They know how good that line was. Alright, does he have anything on his person? You grab the axe and lift, but it does not move 1 inch. Clearly not a Fenling weapon, you think. It's not ours still. Alright. Is he gonna get up at some point? Let's try opening this door. Nobody in here. I feel like there's something going on in this grate, though. Can we open this up? Your admirable strength, for a Fenling, that is. Your effort only slightly lifts the grate. You wish for anything that might give you leverage. Yeah, we don't have it on us right now. Alright. The search continues. Destructible wood. Fumbling with the keys for an embarrassing amount of time. You're relieved to hear the lock slide open. How much is an embarrassing amount of time? I've had those moments. What do we got here? You lift the tibia bone from the floor. What's your deal? The weary prisoner looks up at you. A glimmer of hope fills his eyes. He says, we need a Jalo? I know not who thou art, little one, but I have no choice but to trust thee. Know that I am King Arande, Lord of Kaltorl and warder of the southern seas, and still do I live. Listen carefully, my wayward friend. Fiends have usurped my castle, imprisoned me and my local confidants within this dungeon for reasons unknown. They hate Jalo. This is the royal cell, it's just like mine. The bench is lower. Without the royal seal, the claim to the throne cannot be legitimate, and another ruler may come to occupy my lands. Suddenly you hear the jailer, whom you gallantly knocked out, thank you very much, starts yelling at the top of his lungs. I love the descriptions in these games. The king looks alarmed, his speech quickening. Take this! He rips the emblem from his sleeve and hands it to you. Find the barkeeper and drink to me. I mean, he and others I trust will recognize my crest. They'll show you the way into my castle. Outside the cell, the jailer continues to bellow. I feel like I'm screwed, though, because if he's up and about, he's gonna kill me. Royal seal is obscured by sorcery. There is a scroll containing disenchantment spell. Behind the loose stone and a castle stair. Disenchantment spell. Loose stone, castle stair. Seek the hidden way from my chamber and say to thyself the words from the scroll. Hidden way from my chamber. Thank you, sire. And thank you kindly. I appreciate that. Door won't budge. Barred on the other side. Well, let's put our key to the test. The last of the keys. Yep. Alright. So is this not the staircase? The stairwell where we are looking for the loose brick? I was gonna say, yeah, we need a torch, right? Can't be taken. Alright. Maybe we can lift this up with the bone. You wedge the bone under the bent grate and push down with all your might, which isn't that much. Something gives way and a grate flies open just as the bone snaps apart. Nice. Fearlessly, you jump down into the drain, thinking that it can't be any worse than an enraged minotaur. You've fallen interminable distance before hitting cold water. Gasping for air, you bob to the surface of a subterranean river. A moment later, you wash ashore, shivering and coughing. You pick yourself up and continue your damp but daring escape. Very daring. Alright. Let's see. We got a cave and the other side of the water. We just say, am I gonna drown? Can I, like, step on these stones? Well, I didn't mean to, like, go right into the water, but alright, that's fine. But first death. Circumstances happen much the way you expected as the fast-moving water whisks you away down the tunnel. I like, even when we're about to drown or be beat to death on some rough rock walls, we still have kind of a sense of humor about everything. Like, this may well have happened to me. With your demise, the land of Cal Torlin fell to ruin. Alright, well, we just saved. Oh. Yeah, well, they also do good checkpoints, so that's good. Alright, well, let's not try going across the water yet. Let's try going back this way. Hi? Hi, friend. What do you got there? A large hoard of gleaming silver farthings that any thief would be willing to kill for. Something tells me I can't take whatever this thing is. Looks like Dink from King's Quest V. Hello. Oh! Uncomfortable. Are you down with the king? Are you the bartender I'm looking for? I can smell the farthing in your pocket, and it wants to add it to its collection. Even has to rip you apart to get it. Let's run like hell. Oh, he's chasing us. Okay. Here. Take this. Leave me alone. What? You pull a lucky Fenling farthing from your pocket. The creature stares at the coin as you hurl it. Oh, he's making a little makeshift bridge. Nice. With something resembling a squeal of pleasure, the beast plunges into the swirling waters. It forages along the bottom of the river, looking for the shiny coin. Nice. Alright. We'll take that. Can I go across now? Do I want all those other coins, by the way? Leap from the beast's back and safely cross the river. Alright. I like that. Well, this surely is a well. At least it's some sign of civilization. You feel relief as freedom is close at hand. Nice. Well done, Dell. Dell found the well. Escaped from his cell and found the well, did Dell. Can I get that money? You think about returning to the dreary cavern for a moment and decide against trying your luck. You'd best get up the well. Alright, let's do it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you.